Again, I think, as a team, we've expressed our remorse, myself included, and I'll leave it at that.
Was this outside the norm? I mean, people always say everyone cheats, everyone steals signs. Was the trash can banging, was this outside of the norm?
I can't speak for anyone else or any other organizations. The only thing I can do is sit here and speak for the Astros and my teammates and myself. And, we crossed a boundary. I think, we broke the rules, and we're sorry.
Justin, you chased the championship pretty hard during your career, came very close with the Tigers. You obviously, when you win it, have euphoria. Do you feel different about your championship right now?
Personally, I don't. I think everyone is able to draw their own conclusions and have their own opinions, though.
Do you think the team wins without doing this?
That's an impossible answer. I think we had an extremely talented ball club. In my opinion, we had the best team in baseball. I can't answer that.
Had you seen anything like this before? Obviously not been a part, but even heard about anything close to this?
There have been speculation, but no. Nothing in stone.
Justin, I know you got to the team in September, but did you ever consider stepping up and saying, this is wrong, we should probably stop
this? For not doing that, I'm sorry. Like I said, I wish I had said more than I did, and we all have. I think we all can look back and have our own opinions of what happened, and we have to move on. We have to focus on 2020 now, and prepare ourselves to try to win a championship.
So you know personally how hard it is to win a championship all the time. Do you feel like you ever need to say anything to the Yankees or Dodgers, specifically the teams you beat on the West that year?
No, I think we're here today to talk about ourselves, to talk about, like I said, express remorse for 2017 and internally, and that's it.
Will there be a time to talk about that, or?
I think the landscape's changing very quickly. I think there's information constantly coming out, new information. I think I've learned a lot of what transpired through some of the information coming out, and it's continuing to happen. So, I think that's one of the reasons why I've waited till now to speak. There's so much new info coming out constantly, and I think it will continue to do so. So, I think time will tell.
Justin, your friend Max.
Sorry, guys.
I know you're a pitcher, but there's a lot of talk going around and speculation about wearable devices and buzzers. Did you see any of that?
Absolutely not. No,
in the 2019 season.
Absolutely not. I'm in that locker room. I see these guys after the game, before the game, dressing and undressing, and I never saw anything like that.
Justin, Dodger players reached out to Brian Dozier to tell him they should watch out for cheating last year in the World Series. Max called Tony Sipp to ask, should we still be concerned when there's nobody on second base? And Sipp said yes. The Nats went to enormous lengths to defend against that. Why should people believe that you weren't still cheating last year with that many people inside the game?
Well, you're asking me right here, right now, and my answer is no. I think looking back to my tenure, even before I got to Houston, I was taking measures and steps to prevent from sign stealing. I publicly said that I think that MLB needed to take steps to ensure an even playing field throughout baseball, and so that was something that I think started long ago with all the technology that had been implemented in the game. I think paranoia around the league had begun to run rampant, and like I said, I was thwarting efforts before I even stepped foot in the Houston locker room.
How big is
stop this?
Excuse me?
What do you think the players in the league should do?
Yeah, I'm hoping that that's something that positive that comes out of this. I think, like I said, there's a lot of questions going around the league, and the one thing as a pitcher that you want is to just be thinking about getting guys out. You don't want to have a lot of stuff on your mind. And for the last, 4 or 5 years, there's been a lot of other stuff on a lot of people's minds. Multiple signs, nobody on base. I think you've seen a lot of different organizations doing that for a while now. I think it's going to be up to the commissioner's office, and I think we can work with them. We can work with the MLBPA to come up with a system that ensures a competitive and even playing field throughout MLB.
As a pitcher, if you know that the hitter at the plate knows what pitch is coming, how much of an advantage does that give him?
I don't know. I've always ensured that doesn't happen. If I ever had an inkling, I had a set of signs that I was able to use that, in my opinion, weren't going to be decoded.
AJ was fired by Jim. Jeff Luna was fired. They were obviously suspended for a year, but the players, from the commissioner's perspective, weren't punished. Was that the right way to handle this from your perspective, to have the manager and the GM fired?
I mean, I'm going to refer to the commissioner on this one. I mean, that was his decision alone.
Justin, how do you guys move past all of this and put together a good season with what is still a very talented team? Because this is gonna follow you guys on the road. It's gonna be difficult. All those things. How do you deal with that and put together the kind of season you can?
Yeah, it won't be easy. I think we're just gonna have to band together as a team, as a family. I mean, look, we know how good we are. We came 6 outs away last year from winning a championship. Fell just short. And, there's been a lot of speculation, but we in here know that it was done the right way. And we know how talented we are. So I think the goal this year is to, we're going to have to, like I said, we're going to have to be, we're going to have each other's backs in here. It won't be easy, but I think in the end, the play on the field will speak for itself. And I hope that we make the baseball world proud. We have and make Houston proud.